What's up, guys? DevildogGamer here. We're finally doing a video on the AJS-37 Viggen and DCS that was made by Leatherneck Studios. Finally got my hands on it. Spent a day or two on the live streams trying to learn the systems. This aircraft is it's not on the level of things you got to learn as the A-10, but it's very, very close, and a lot of the hard stuff's going to follow around this data panel here. This is a 70s aircraft, so it's kind of when the computer age meets the analog stage, and a lot of things in it are very, very chaotic, but at the same time, amazing. This aircraft is probably, I'm going to say it now after the time I've spent, my favorite aircraft in DCS. I love it. I love the ground attack role. I'm a huge fan of it. I usually fly the A-10. This is going to be my replacement. One of the cool things about it is we finally get anti-ship missiles, which is what we're taking out today. We're taking out two RB-4s, which are there are RB-15 anti-ship missiles, but we'll talk about them in a minute. The RB-4s do some pretty amazing shit. So we're going to launch, I think we have a gunboat out there guarding some tankers. We'll try to take it out and see what happens. So let's get it out into the second indent, and we'll take off. This thing is fast. One of the cool things about the Viggen is if you're not flying at a treetop level, you are doing it completely wrong. This thing is not meant to fly at 30,000 feet. You are meant to be on the treetops. Most of the weapon releases are between 50 and 450 meters, so you need to be low anyways to launch some of these weapons. So I think a lot of people might have some issues flying treetop. It's going to be a different change of pace than, you know, loitering around with an A-10. But it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. All right, our landing gear's up. And we're golden. We're going to take it to indent 3. And we switch to B1 target. Let's drop this up. So we're going to swing around. Our target waypoint is back over there on the coast. I don't want to get too much altitude because I need to stay low for this one. 150 meters. 170. We'll keep her around here until I can get weapons locked up and ready to go. Now the RB-4s are fire and forget. They're no real programming. They go off your target waypoint. They track an enemy ship. They'll go on to it. They're very, very, very easy to use. Very easy to use. The RB-15s though have actual waypoint programming. They're more standoffish. You fire them from way far away. They'll track and everything. They are a little more complicated. So we definitely need to work a little bit more to get the RB-15s working. But, what's going on? She does not want to trim. Okay, let's take her down to indent 2 for afterburner. The RB-4s are very easy to use, something you can use right off the bat. Stupid simple to use. Very effective though. You can take out pretty much everything but the carrier with them. Alright, so we're at 110 meters. We're going to go ahead and start setting up weapon systems here. Alright, we're going to switch to the attack mode. We are set up for series, which means one press, and I hold the weapons release. One will drop, the next will drop. They'll go together. Single target group or single target. We're going to be focusing on a single target today. Okay, and my tracker does not want to work today. We're going to switch to A&F. That brings up the ground radar. So we're golden on that. And then we have our weapon safety, which I'll probably just click off myself instead of holding it. And it looks like we're going down like that. The cool things is with the autopilot, if you trim right, it puts her into a right-hand turn. Trim left, straightens her back out. It is an awesome. This autopilot is definitely meant to be low level. You are meant to be super low level here. Okay. And we're coming up. There should be some brackets on the bottom, and I'm not sure why they're not popping up. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. Let me double check my checklist. Q and FE might be off a little bit, but I think that's actually where we're supposed to be. Nav. So you can fire these in nav, spa mode, with no information on the range. I mean, the RB-4s they're pretty hard to mess up. You can be at whatever range and fire, and it's no big deal. You know, you don't need to have it. Just make sure you have it on attack and got some sort of ground radar on. Because what it does is when you fire it, it will track whatever surface ships are out there and pick one and go for it, especially if you're in single target. If you're in group, it'll split them up between multiple ones. For my instance, you only need really 2 hits to take something out. Okay, we got some stuff over there. We're going to change heading. But you do fire them between 50 and 450 meters. Anything higher than that, and they really have some issues. Okay, looks like we have that gunboat right out here. Not sure why they're not showing up on ground radar. Change it into nav mode. Alright, we're going to crank it to indent 3. We're going to fire these off real hard. Nope, there we go, we got some ground. Nope. Should be good to fire right about now. 1, 2, and we're pulling up. Even though I don't have to, it's a good idea, because I actually want to see these suckers hit. And here they go! Tracking onto the target. There should be another one right over there, just skimming the water. Look at them go. Hauling massive ass. There's the other one. They'll start converging together, but I like how they spread out. Like I said, fire and forget. Just launch them and run away. They look so awesome, though. Here they go, starting to converge. This is going to add a whole new dynamic to DCS. And here they go, opening fire. They're trying to take us out. Having some issues here. Oh. Rip you. And done. As you see here, there's my little altitude warning. That'll tell me when I'm too high to release the weapon. Alright, so we're going to make a run on a cruiser. And this one's going to be just a little difficult because the thing's actually going to shoot back at us. We do have a flight of 4, though. So we might actually survive this one. Take it off the safe. And we have anti-ship missiles on the wing there. Let's drop it to 2. But yeah, the anti-ship runs are going to be interesting in the fact that you need multiple aircraft to be successful at it. So it's going to add a new level of cooperation between, pilots. You're not going to be able to run solo against ships. And the cool thing is, everyone's basically avoided ships for as long as I can remember. Just based off the fact that they have a ridiculous SAM range to them. And before you could even get close to engage with Mavericks or anything else, you would be murdered out of the sky. The AJS-37 kind of changes that, because now you can kind of do a little more standoffish. Not with the RB4s. You still have to get pretty close to the RB4s, but not too close. Yeah, we're going to try to dip down to this little valley and hope we don't get murdered. Right now we're terrain masked, but I think once we drop down into this valley, we won't be. Okay, we're low enough, we're terrain masked again. We need to get closer, and we can't launch over the land because it has a hard time tracking over the land. So it's going to be interesting to see if we actually survive this encounter, because we need to get over the water, and it's pretty damn close to the water. But we can terrain mask as much as possible, but we need to crank the speed up a little bit, because as soon as we drop, I'm not even going to pay attention to the missiles, because we really need to just kind of drop these and get the fuck out of Dodge. Yep, they're already firing on us. Shit. Shit. Okay, and 1 away, 2 away. Get the fuck out of here. Oh shit. Get the hell out of here! Oh, they're about to hit. Holy shit, we actually hit it. It's still alive though, we gotta get down on the surface. Wow, I can't believe that. We actually hit it. But it just requires so much more. I mean, balls of steel to make a run on something like that. Serious balls of steel. But the RB-15s will be a lot easier to take out targets like that at range using just because you can program the path of the RB-15 compared to the RB-4. But yeah, anti-ship is going to be a lot of fun with this. Flying low level and just this craziness is going to be just a blast also. Let's not crash into the ground while we do this. Unsafe. I think we should be golden. I think we sunk it. No freaking way. We sunk it. Wow. 2 of them sunk. All right. Well, here, let me show off the RB-75, which is the Maverick variant. If I can get it to work. She seems she does not want to work. Yeah, she doesn't really want to work. I don't know, I gotta troubleshoot through that one. I'm not sure why she really doesn't want to work. But yeah, we'll do the RB-75s another day. We'll go in for a landing here. Where do we want to land? What would be close? Right over here would be nice. And we're going to do the thrust reverse too. Try to trim her out a bit. That was a pretty successful attack. I can't even believe we pulled that off. But yeah, there's a ton of really good tutorials. Leatherneck always makes great tutorials for these aircraft. Ton of really good tutorials for this thing that'll help you get up and running. The manual is really in depth. You're not. I'm just gonna say this: you're not gonna be an expert flying this thing day one. There's no fucking way. There's no way. A lot of the other aircraft that came out before this were a lot easier than this. Please read up on the manual, get yourself prepped, do all the tutorials multiple times. It's definitely you're still gonna find yourself in the air being like, what did I miss? What did I miss? What did I not hit? What did I not hit? That's basically the Viggen in a nutshell. But this thing is amazing. One of my favorite aircraft so far. I'm really having a lot of fun with this thing. This thing is going to be so awesome, setting up just anti-ship runs left and right. I'm hoping a lot of the multiplayer servers start adding ships into the mix so we can start doing attack runs on them. Because that would be a blast. As you can see, I mean, that was nail biting. I didn't think I was going to make it out of there. I think we lost 2 out of our 4 flight. So, I mean, it's definitely there, and it's craziness. Alright, let's try to kill some airspeed here. Kill that airspeed. Now, I can set my waypoint back to the airfield. I just don't feel like it. I mean, we're right here. We're right here. We can totally just come in and land this thing. Just gotta kill that airspeed, though. There we go, we're killing her. Alright, get the gear out a little early. Will help slow us down a bit more. Okay, so I got the reverse thruster on, which will allow, once we touch down, that'll kick in, and I can re-kick the throttle over to reverse thrust. Let me get that air brake off before I stall, because we're getting close to, yeah, we're getting close to stall speed. Great thing about it is the Viggen has some massive power just waiting for moments like this. Right when you think you're about to die, the Viggen will be like, nope, we're gonna go fast. This thing is awesome. Alright, hopefully we can get the reverse thrusters to work. First thrusters on. No brakes, just straight up reverse thrust. And kill the thrust. Turn off reverse thrusters, and we're good to go! We made it! This thing is awesome. Everything about the Viggen is awesome as hell. This thing is the greatest. I'm really loving it. I think this is going to be probably like my 2017 module for sure. I mean, there's just so much really cool stuff you can do with it. We'll do some more videos on it once I get deeper into the manual, kind of reading over some stuff. I mean, we'll try out some, maybe the guided VK90s, guided munitions, and see how those roll. But yeah, I really want to learn the RB-15s and do some real far standoffish anti-shipping. But as usual, it's not a Devil Dog video on DCS. I don't eject, so peace!